I spoke to the creators, or I went to their website and I sent them a message to try to see if I can get some feedback from them to see if there would be an issue like there was with the perception neuron, where there was very little feedback. And I was concerned with the same thing happening with the node. So I sent them a series of questions. I sent them about 10 or 15 questions to make sure that they have answers for that and see what their answers would be. In less than a week, they sent me a response back detailing everything that they needed to satisfy what I was asking in my questioning. One of the main things I was questioning was the fact that, like the perception, I was wondering if their suit uses the same node technology, and to see if it was as fragile as perception neuron, and they said no. The second thing I was wondering is if they had gloves or anything like that. They said those will be coming soon. They don't have that, but yet. So I'm spending this money, and I'm not going to really get the gloves if I purchased it. The other thing is I was wondering if they use close to the technology, where whether it was Bluetooth or whether it was Wi-Fi, and basically what they were saying was Wi-Fi. Now I know a lot of this information is up on their website, but I like to hear it from them, and because just like the perception neuron, there's a lot of things on the website. But then there's a lot of things missing on the website. So I went ahead and purchased the Rokoko. And altogether, as you see up here, it says $2,495. So I have the order here, and altogether it came out to $2,694.70. So almost $3,000, almost, not quite. So I was really nervous about this because I've already spent money on the perception neuron, and I was gravely disappointed. Initially, I wasn't disappointed because it worked. I put it away for like 2 weeks or whatever, didn't touch it. Put it back on, didn't work. So I was disappointed with that. I'm still looking into getting more neurons, but I'm finding out that one of the issues wasn't the neuron. It was the actual area, the component that the neuron goes into. But there's still errors with it. So that was the huge issue I was worried about before, and a lot of other things with the neuron, that it couldn't be next to the computers and that sort of stuff. So I asked them all of these questions, and they came back with a confirmed answer that this suit does not have any of those problems. So I'm expecting that to be the case. And I went ahead and I said, look, a lot of people are asking about this. I'm going to go ahead and get this one because I can actually use it for small production stuff. But I'm already geared to buying the more expensive ones anyway. Because I've used those, and I've had those in the studio before, and they're pretty much flawless. But the truth is, the technology is at a point to where we should be able to have this at home now. We shouldn't have to be spending $10,000, $20,000 to get it. So I went ahead and I purchased it, and that's how much I paid. So it took a while to come because I ordered it on December 7th. And it came in January 20th something. They told me it would take an extra week because of Christmas, but it took an extra 3 weeks. That was my first problem. But I will tell you this, that whole time that it was late, I sent them emails. I can show you the emails. I sent them emails. I was pretty upset. They always emailed me back. They always contacted me back in less than 2 days. Less than 2 days, I would always get an email back. Either from one of the three people. I think there's like 3 people up there. I would always go here to this little thing right here, and I would start contacting them through their conversation thing. I was actually a little concerned that I didn't see a phone number up here, but really it wasn't even necessary to call these people because they would answer everything through the email. The other thing I noticed looking up here on the site, they had this whole thing, this learn button up here on their website, and it tells you everything you need to know. And I know a lot of times when you're looking at these things, it's almost as if they're going to tell you kind of what you need to know, and then when you finally get it, there's an issue, right? But that is not my experience here. So when it came in the mail, this is not there. Let's see. Yeah, this is how it looked when it first came in the mail. So it came in the mail in this box. That's what you can expect. It was brought by UPS, which I have a problem with sometimes. So I don't know what's going on with UPS and their service, but it came in UPS. This is a tote bag that comes with it, and you get these little stickers, I guess you can put on the suit itself. You get this quick start guide. You get these stickers. These are some more stickers, and you get this USB. And this USB is required to hook up to the hub. And you get this extra node. This is how their nodes look. So they're pretty sturdy. This wire here is pretty sturdy, connected to the node. The suit itself comes in this black box with a little note there. You get this this carrying case, and this is the first thing that popped out to me when I first got it. I was like, wait a minute, okay, you gave me this hanger, you give me this carrying case. This thing almost is meant to jump into it like Iron Man and go do some stuff. So I'm slowly getting excited. I'm not really excited. I'm actually more afraid than anything. Even before I even open the thing, I'm afraid because I know what happens when you spend all this money on something and they just give you half things that work one time and then it's done. Now you're out $3,000 because number one, you can't get in touch with anybody. So this was the main thing for me, to get in touch with somebody initially. So that's why I was doing all that contacting and research well before I even purchased it. Not that one, but here is the note close up. They thank you for buying the suit and all that sort of stuff, and they give you the link to get started right away. That's the first thing you notice, and that's the first thing I noticed. And the other thing I noticed is that this is an actual signature. This was not something that was printed. At least on mine, it did not look like this. And this was not special order for me because I'm doing a review or anything like that. They have no idea that I'm doing a review. So here is everything that's in the packet, and it doesn't seem like much. You're like, wait a minute, I almost spent $3,000 for all this. But remember, everything is in the suit, and it's all put together for you in the suit. You don't have to put this suit together in a way, So that's the close-up of that on the suit. That's the box. I already showed you that. And here's the suit laid out. Now, all the wiring is in the suit, and down here you will see that this area right here is where the foot controls are, and inside of here, the nodes are placed inside of here, and it's pretty sturdy. Some parts are flexible because, it has to fit certain sizes, so some parts are pretty flexible, but not enough to where you say, well, I can't take this outside and use it. It's good enough to go outside and do everything you need to do, from what I can tell and from what I've done. So then you have this little wire in the back. If you see the little zippers there, you can unzip it, pull out the nodes, replace the nodes, that sort of thing. This one right here, though, is the connection to the head gear that you're supposed to put on the head, the head node, where the head controller. There's the box. You've already seen that. And here are those other items that you already saw. So here's the suit. I'm hanging it up, and I just want to show you guys the back. So I'm going to zip this down. And you'll see how they put the nodes throughout the suit for you. Easily accessible, not very hard to take out and clean. It doesn't look like. I haven't really unplugged anything. But in the back, in the center, you'll have the headgear, the headband. So that's the node for that. And then you'll have another USB connector here. That USB connector connects to the hub. So that's what you connect your power supply to, and there's a little power supply pocket right there, and then you could just zip everything up in there. And on this side is more wires in the nodes. It's like the back node. And then in the center here on the hips, right in the lower back, you have this zipper here, and then inside of there you have the hub that fits perfectly in there. Now, the issue that I had with the neuron perception, there was no way to hold the hub inside of it. It was like some strap that kept coming off, so I had to kind of wrap it around myself. And right there is the USB connector that you connect directly to your computer. And that's what we want to be able to do. We want to be able to connect this part right here to our computer to go ahead and configure our Wi-Fi to this hub. So now that I got past that point, the first thing you need to